everybody. Look. I forgot about the fireworks. Oh, I love everything about the fireworks. Yes, I do. Good day, Patricia. Good day, Wayne. Yes, hoo-ha. Yes, Wayne. And good day, Jana. It's good to see everybody joining in on our anniversary week, our anniversary series of Morning Sip. 365 days of richer living. That's what I am talking about. Living life in joy. Yes. So we are on our last day, but the celebration continues, y'all. We're going to wrap up this anniversary week, but we are still in the celebration all year long because we need to celebrate more. I think we need to praise more. We need to celebrate more. The big wins and the little wins and the baby steps. We need to celebrate all of that. So that is what my charge is to the congregation of joy, to celebrate more. Celebrate yourself more. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, girl, you doing it. Boy, you doing it. Yes, look at you. Go ahead. Like we cheer ourselves on, give ourselves that little that we sometimes need to keep going forward. So that's what the anniversary series is all about. The willingness to do what is yours to do it consistently, meaning daily, like your daily bread, and to do it faithfully. Faith, be in faith, the faith of God. Yes? So that's what we're doing. So I wanted to share a couple of things today before we go into our pop-up. It's going to be a good one today because I have a very special pop-up happening soon, very soon. And so I'm excited, Robert. Hey, Robert is the creator and founder of New Thought Media Network. And I am just so grateful for this partnership and this collaboration and for all the support that I have received from the network. So Robert, if you want to pop up at some point, you could do that too. The producer's going to put the link in the comments and folks can pop up. This is our last day for pop-ups, but we'll probably do it again the next anniversary. Yes, we'll do it again and we'll just have a good time. All right, so this is what I wanted to share. So I shared a couple of times that I'm doing a 40-day prayer challenge. And this is my second time around doing it. So I did it around Lent and it was so good that one of the sisters in it said, can we do it again? And I was like, yes, let's do it again. So we did it again. And this time another sister, Patricia, joined in. So our little triune, we get together every morning and we do our prayers. We draw a circle. We draw not literally a circle, a circle in consciousness, right? A circle in consciousness of our prayers, right? And it's all based on this wonderful book, Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson. And so I want to share something with you today from today's reading, because you'll know how much I love when I'm doing my inspirational reading and it aligns perfectly with the day. And so today's lines perfectly when I talk about willingness, consistency, and faithfulness. So this is day 20, and it's called Go, Set, Ready. And I've shared some of this before. Instead of ready, set, go, we're switching it up, right? Mark switched it up and said, no, go, set, ready. And you know why? This is first line in this chapter. You'll never be ready. You'll never be ready, Julie. Oh, Julian. Okay, I got to take a little pause right here. Happy birthday, Julian. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, girl. Today is Julian's birthday and another dear friend, Brooke's birthday. So happy birthday to my soul sisters. I hope you have a wonderful, joyful birthday. Okay. Julian, you'll never be ready. You'll never be ready. He writes, I never have been, and I'm sure I never will be. Be ready for anything God has called me to do. This doesn't mean I haven't prepared myself. I worked hard getting an education, but I come to the terms with the fact that I'll never be ready for anything God has called me to do. And that's okay. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. You'll take that in. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. I love that. I love that. Then he goes on to say, what's the first step or next step you need to take in your journey? If you take the first step, God will reveal the second step. The problem is, this is the problem, y'all. The problem is that most of us want to know the 25-year plan before we're willing to step out in faith. We want to know exactly where we're going and exactly when we're going to get there, but God doesn't operate that way. He gives us just enough revelation, just enough grace, just enough strength to take that first step. Take that first step. Don't wait for more revelation. How many of us are just waiting around for the revelation of the whole thing, right? The whole 25-year plan, and we're not moving. We're not doing what we need to do. Take that first step, Lindsay. Yes, take that first step. Be obedient to the amount of revelation God has given you. Then this is the ready, set, go, set, ready part. There is an old adage, ready, set, go. We're all familiar with that, right? Ready, set, go. And I know it's predicated on the importance of preparation, but I think it's backwards. You'll never be ready. You'll never be set. Sometimes you just need to go for it. The sequence of faith is this: go, set, ready. Go, set, ready. Faith is not faith until it is acted on. Faith is not faith until it is acted on. Oh, isn't that great? Go, set, ready. That's a cheer that we could give ourselves every day. Go, set, ready. Yes, we are stepping out in faith. We are stepping out in faith because faith without works is what? It's dead. It's dead. You're not doing anything, right? And we just got to take that first step. You saw that first morning sip I did, y'all. Yes, I was like this. I was like this. I was sideways. I was nervous. I spoke for under 4 minutes, right? But I took that first step. I wasn't ready. Oh, no. But guess what? It didn't matter. What mattered is that I did it. That's what mattered. And then the next day I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again, consistently, faithfully, willingly to step out in faith again and again and again and again. And then the revelation comes. More and more revelation comes. New Thought Media Network was part of the revelation. I didn't know of New Thought Media Network on April 6, 2020, right? So if I waited until I was ready, I wouldn't be right here right now. I would not. I'm very clear about that. So let's all step out in faith. Let's all step out in faith. And I love something that Sekou says. Sekou says, now is better than perfect. Right now, take that first step. Take that baby step. Right now, don't worry about the perfection. Just take the step right now. That's why I love practice, because perfection is in the practice. That is where the perfection is. It is in the practice. So we take that first step, and then we take another one. And the more we practice, the more we step, the more prepared, the more ready we become. But we already in the go. Get in the go. Get in the go. because that's where you're going to get it, whatever that it is for you in your life. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So the sequence of faith is go, set, ready. You'll say that with me on the count of 3. Go, set, ready. 1, 2, 3. Go, set, ready. Those of you who said it, you're ready. Those of you who have didn't say it, oh, well, okay. All right. It's okay. As Gladys says, do you. Do you. It's all good. It's all good. But if we want to have a different experience, we got to do something differently. We got to do something differently, right? All right. So we're taking that first step. That's our homework, y'all. We still get homework, even when it's in the anniversary. We still get homework. So whatever it is that you have been putting off doing, and it doesn't matter why you have. Who cares? Who cares about why you haven't done it? It doesn't matter. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody, right? Guess what? God doesn't care why you haven't done it. God just wants you to show up and do what he has designed for you to do. And all that is required is that first step. That is it. And then more will be revealed as you go along. So take that first step. Take that first step today. Now is better than perfect. Take the first step today. Even if that first step is just writing down what it is, that first step is. Write down what the first step is. That's a step. Writing things down is very powerful. Speaking it is very powerful. Thinking on it constantly, consistently is very powerful because we are co-creative beings and we can use the power of the universe to create our experiences, to create our life, right? In a purposeful way. In a purposeful way. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. So that's the word for today. Go, set, ready, because we are acting in faith. We are willing. We are consistent, and we are faithful. We are faithful. So I really would love for everyone to take that in as I celebrate with you this anniversary, my 365 days of richer living. Yes? All right, y'all. All right. So here we go. Here we go. So I am so thrilled. I don't even know how we came up with this, Say Cool, the whole pop-up thing for the anniversary. Things just pop up and I just go with it, y'all. I just go with it. So my first pop-up today is someone that I met maybe 5. I was thinking about how long it's been, Stacy, and I'm not sure, but she is my practitioner sister. She's a licensed practitioner. When I say I'm a licensed practitioner of religious science, so is Stacy. We are practitioner sisters at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. I adore her. I love her. She supports me. She lifts me up in prayer, and I do the same for her. And we have a practitioner meeting tonight. I love our practitioner meetings because we get to, just share and love on each other. So I want to welcome Stacy to Morning Sip. Come on and pop on in, Stacy.
Good morning, Reverend Melissa. This is so much fun, so exciting.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you, Stacy. I'm so glad to have you. Fireworks and everything. Fireworks and everything. So, Stacy, I've been asking folks what Morning Sip has meant for you in your life.
So I've been thinking about this, and what Morning Sips means for me is inspiration and motivation. And you are such an inspirational, motivational speaker that I smile whenever I see you, whenever you're speaking. And when I get off Morning Sips in the morning, I want to do stuff. Like, I don't always know what it is that I want to do, but I know that I want to do stuff. So that's how motivating you are. And your smile is so contagious. And so I always feel happy and joyful afterwards. And I love the way you explain different spiritual concepts because it's very relatable and understandable. And I feel like I get things on a whole different level. So that's what I get out of Morning Sips, all of that and so much more. And not only, so I'm here, I'm really happy that I'm get to be here to celebrate you today. Yay, for you taking that first step, for you saying yes, even though you didn't know where it was going to go after that, and sideways. But what is that saying? God writes straight with crooked lines or something like that? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's perfect. And to not only do you, I feel like not only do you and your joy, but you also encourage others to shine and be themselves too, and to do who they are. And so for that, I'm really grateful too. And I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to celebrate you and to offer this gift to you that, yeah, so I'm going to show it to you now, but when we're together, I will give it to you. And I want to say that this was gifted to me from a minister friend of mine. It's handmade by a practitioner. And when I got it, I immediately got the message, this doesn't belong to you. This belongs to Melissa.
Oh, wow.
Can you see that?
Wait, move it to the beginning. God is good all the time. Yes. Stacey knows I say that very often.
Yeah.
And, that's like a staple. And if you go to a Pentecostal church or a Baptist church, when the minister or anybody in the church says God is good, everybody says all the time. All the time. Thank you, Stacey.
My pleasure. And thank you for everything that you're doing. And you never know, as Sekou said the other day, you never know who you're affecting. And so I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me, whether you know or not what you've done for me.
Thank you. Thank you, Stacey. That means so much to me. That means, because I just want to be of service. I just want to be of service. So that just warms my heart. So tell us what's up with you, Stacey, because you're a dynamic practitioner, you're a dynamic teacher, you have all these gifts and talents. So share how you are giving your joy in the world.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. So I do have some classes planned in the future. We'll keep posted on that. I'll post it on Facebook. And also, I have been inspired by your Morning Sips, and Reverend Jennifer also inspired me. I heard you talk about her the other day, how she inspired you in your Morning Sip and the name. I have been inspired to combine 3 different things in the practitioner sessions that I do. And it is angel cards, affirmations, and affirmative prayer. And you always say that you're the triune of, and so I came up with AAA. So I've done all those things separately, but I've never done them together in one session. So that's my new inspiration. I'm very excited about it. And I heard Lindsay talk yesterday about offering discounts to the Congregation of Joy, and offering half of that to SIPs. And so I'm offering that as well. Yeah, if anybody wants to contact me, it's stacy.lasacco@gmail.com.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Stacey. Please put your email address in the comments so people can have that and be in touch with you. I'm telling y'all, you'll want to take advantage. This could be your next step. This offer from Stacey can be your next step, right? The combination of angel cards, I love angel cards, affirmations, and we know how powerful affirmations are, and affirmative prayer, that is a triple blessing, not a triple threat, a triple blessing. Yes. So please reach out to Stacey and make your appointment for a session with her. It will be money well spent, and it'll also be time well spent, because I'm telling you, you will get an answer to a question that you have in your heart. Absolutely guaranteed. Thank you, Stacey, so much. I'm excited about this new venture. I'm glad you're stepping out there and just doing it. Just doing it. So if the first couple of times is like this, it's okay.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. So I will see you tonight. I can't wait for our meeting tonight. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
you.
Congratulations. Love
Thank
you
you
too.
so much. Bye-bye. Oh, that's so great. Congregation of Joy, y'all are getting the hookup this week. Come on now. We need to take advantage of these gifts that people are blessing us with. Lindsay is blessing us with a discount on her next class. And Lindsay, if you could drop that in the comments again, that would be wonderful. How people can find you and take advantage of your offer. And Stacy is going to put her email in the comments so folks can contact her. This is what we do. We spread joy. We share the wealth. You know, I know there's a whole camp of people who believe in competition. I don't believe in competition. I don't. Because you know why? Because of abundance. Because of abundance, there is more than enough to go around. More than enough to go around. So I am grateful for all the collaboration, and I am thankful for all the co-creation that we get to do together. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. So I see Robert in the green room. So, this is exciting, y'all. So Robert is the founder. And the reason why I'm calling him Robert is because I always mess up his last name. So right now I have all these different pronunciations going on in my head. I got Brez, I got Breeze, I got Brez, I got all kind of stuff. So we're going to simplify, and I'm just going to call him Robert, which is his first name. So Rev Robert is here in the green room. He's the creator and founder and visionary of New Thought Media Network. So come on and pop on in. Hey!
Hello, I forgot about the fireworks myself. Those are fun. Thank you, Sekou. Do me a favor, drop that in my brand too.
Yeah, we share the joy. We share it all. Yes. How are you?
Very well. Happy anniversary. It's been I've been a little under the weather this week, so I haven't been as active as I wanted to be in your anniversary week, but I've been following along, and I thought, wow, all right, I'm finally feeling good. It's Friday. I'm finally feeling good. I'll drop in and say hello. So happy anniversary. I'm so grateful that you've reached this milestone, and I tell you, I'm so grateful that you said yes to sharing your gifts, your skills, all that you bring with us and the New Thought Media Network and our family. It's a fabulous collaboration. I love it.
It is. And I'm so grateful to you because you also said yes. You said yes to New Thought Media Network, right? Because sometimes these ideas come and they just stay in the ideas, right? They never take form.
Yeah.
So how long has this been, Robert? Like, give us a quick little commercial.
With retrospect and hindsight, always being 2020, I've been able to look back and see where there were the seeds of this were emerging in 2008, 2009. While I was in ministerial school, there were conversations about things that are similar enough that, yeah, this was the vision. In many ways, there's parts of this that started as I was coming out of high school. Just not enough and nowhere near ready to embrace those types of this idea. And what I know is it's all emerging in divine time and in a perfect timing. I've a few times lamented that I didn't pay enough attention to you when you were first getting started with your program a year ago. And that it took me a while to catch up to the fact that hey, wait a minute, she's doing the same thing we're doing, and someday she's doing it better than we're doing. So let's see if we get this all together and work together on this. So it'll be interesting. Now you have your anniversary, and then we'll have the anniversary of when you started with us, which means now you get 2 anniversaries.
Yes.
We'll do this again.
Yes. Well, thank you, Robert, for popping up. Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you for
your work and us joining together. I will see you soon. All right. All right. Isn't that fabulous? So there is so much programming on New Thought Media Network. So please check out, you could go to their Facebook page and see all the programming that's happening there. You can also go to their website, ntmedia.org, and see all the programming there. They also are on YouTube. So check it out. There's so much good stuff. It is expanding, it's growing in leaps and bounds. So I'm just really, really happy to be a part of this. All right, y'all. So we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going because my next pop-up, y'all. So I got my tissue ready. I think I'm about to take my shoes off in a minute, just in case I need to ground myself a little bit more. I don't know. So I want to start introducing this person by reading a text that she sent to me this week as part of my anniversary celebration. And she sends me a text every single day, right? Uplifting, beautiful, inspiring. She tells me she loves me every day. I'm telling y'all. So this is the text she sent me this week. My daughter, Melissa, and she named it, she gave it a title, My Sip. My daughter, Melissa, is the eldest of my children, and she was a challenge to raise. So that's no secret. I have mentioned that a couple of times, but here she go. She was a challenge to raise. If anyone would have told me that she would go into ministry, they would be mistaken. But what I saw was not what God saw. So congratulations, my daughter. God knows best. God knows best. So without further delay, I want to bring on my mother, my love, my life, my joy. All right, come on, let's pop up. Hey, mommy. Oh, you're muted. Just press the mute thing. Yeah, we wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not, but you're good now, mommy. You're good. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm blessed.
Yes, you are. Mommy, I so appreciate my daily text messages. It's like I shared before that it's part of my morning practice to get your text. And it's inspiring, it's uplifting. And I always get a tickle, mommy, when you send me a text message that is a quote by Ernest Holmes. I just love that. So tell me, mommy. There's Vanessa shouting you out, mommy. You said, hey, Aunt Eunice. So those of you who don't know, my mother's name is Eunice Gibson, and she has been so supportive of me throughout this morning sip journey. I think she's probably been here with me for every episode of Morning Sip. So, mommy, what does sip mean to you?
Sip means to me, it's like eating a meal each morning. It brings soul to my meal. It's full of fresh fruit and delicious.
Oh. And you become so poetic. I'm so glad to get to see this part of you, mommy. Stacy said, thank you for raising a beautiful, joyful daughter. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you.
We've been on a journey, mommy, haven't we?
Yes.
You tell the truth.
A long journey.
We've been on a long journey. And my mother has never given up on me throughout my, let's just call it my rebellious years as a teenager. She's never given up on me, has always encouraged me no matter what it was that I wanted to do. And she's right.
Because I learned to leave it in God's hands.
That's a word, y'all. That's a word. Leave it in God's hands. That's a word.
So look at you now.
Yes, look at me now. Oh, so Vanessa, mommy, Vanessa shouting you out. She said, we all appreciate Aunt Eunice's morning text, even at 4 a.m. So Vanessa is my cousin, and I'll explain why I call her my cousin, because my mother and Vanessa's mother are twins. So my mom's a twin, and I have twins, and Vanessa is out on the West Coast, and my mother sends, we have a family text thread, a group family text thread. And my mother sends these inspiring messages early in the morning. I don't think it's early, but I'm on the same time zone as she is. So if you're on another time zone, it could be a little early for you. But don't we appreciate them, Vanessa? We do. We do. It's so uplifting. So, Mommy, I remember when you took the 30-day mental diet class. You remember that?
Yes.
And I was surprised. I have to say, I was surprised that you were doing it. And I was so excited to teach my first 30-day mental diet class and to have you there. And you brought so much wisdom to the class. My mother is a woman of few words, right? But when she speaks, she got something to say. She got something to say. Just like that. Leave it in God's hand. Yes, yes, Lindsay. So how has this journey been for you? Because I talk often that we were raised Pentecostal at Antioch Church of God in Christ, and the evolution of my spiritual journey has included other elements of spirituality. So how has that been for you?
It was confusing to me at first. I could not understand where you were going, but the more I listened and the more I became focused on what you were doing and saying, I got a better understanding. The word of God is to each of us. God give us the understanding to understand where our knowledge and understanding comes from. And it may not be the way we have been interpreted for a long time, but at the end of that, it's God's love.
Yes. Yes.
And the fact that if we believe in him and we have faith and understanding, God will give us the understanding of what is being said.
Yes. Oh, that's a word, yo. That's a word. It all comes down to love, right? It really does. It all comes down to love. And so, Mommy, you have loved me through it all. And I so love you for loving me through it all, through it all. And I think things worked out okay.
Yes, it did. And it's still being worked out.
Yes, it is. It's still revealing and it's still unfolding. And I'm grateful that you're here with me. It's such a blessing and such a gift.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mommy. I'm glad you popped up. Yes, you'll give my mother some love. Yes, you'll give my mother some love. I will see you soon, Mommy. Thank you. I love you. All right. So we got to have one more pop-up because I can't end my anniversary series without the return of the person who has been with me through it all. From the first morning sip, and you better get ready. I see you leaning back there. From the first morning sip, my phone is saying, I didn't get that. What did you say? I'm not talking to you, Siri. Siri want to pop up on morning sip. No, Siri, no. So another S name, Sekou. Sekou, you got to close out the anniversary week with me. It just has to be that way. Oh, okay. You muted.
We're not closing out. We still got Reverend Jennifer in the green room. We got to get
I don't see her.
Yeah, so we're going. That's why I was chilling. I was like, I got a minute. So the Reverend Jennifer's got to get in there. Oh wait, she just popped out. Oh, yeah, we just lost Reverend Jennifer. Maybe she'll pop back in.
Okay, I'm gonna text her, tell her to pop back in because I didn't see her.
Yeah, it was one layer down. So I'm gonna give myself some fireworks while you text her.
Okay. All right, I just text her.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I'm back. I'm back. What we talk about today?
Let's talk about go, set, ready.
Go, set, ready. Yeah. So I started this thing called doing. And all I really meant was that I am choosing, I didn't have the language yet, but I am choosing to go first and then get set and then get ready. And I called it doing, and I needed reminders because that's not my usual MO. My usual MO is to mull things over and think things through and get lost in analysis paralysis. So I had to remind myself constantly to do, to go. And so I started making t-shirts first. T-shirts said doing. And then other people asked me about it and said they wanted one. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I started making t-shirts for other people, and that graduated into sweatshirts. And then it just became this mini movement around the idea of just doing, of just going, of just making it happen. And that is the spirit with which I challenged you to do SIP for the first time, because I was knee deep in doing. I didn't want to hear nothing from nobody about something they were going to do later. I wasn't trying to hear it because I wasn't trying to hear from them, so that I could make it real for myself.
Yeah.
That no, all the walls between you and what you want to do are in your head. They're all in your head. And so if you can get past those walls, you can do amazing things. And because of my quote unquote doing movement, I've been able to accomplish so much and so many things that I would not have expected at all. And it's led me down some interesting roads over the past year.
Yes, and all the roads lead to.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it. It did. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't seem like it up until recently, up until the past couple of days, past few days. I was like, oh, here I go starting something else. Here I go starting something else. but as I said when you had me on your show, Living Life in Joy, I have to hold to the faith that all these different things that I do are not connecting here. If I look down or if I look right behind me, they're not connecting in this space, in this circle. But down there, though, but way down there, they are aligning themselves and they're coming together. And I just have to remind myself, because the knee jerk is to look down, to look at your present circumstances, to look at your immediate past and get focused and frustrated about what's right here. But if you can just look up, if you could just remind yourself to look up and look down the road, you'll see that all the things are coming together. And that's been my experience, and that's my testimony.
Yes, yes. Look to the horizon, right? Look to the horizon. If you're driving and you keep looking back, more than likely you're going to get in an accident. If you're driving and you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you're not paying attention to what's happening, what's coming, where you're going, right? Wherever you focus your eyes is the direction you're going to go. I learned that when I first started learning to drive. My neighbor was helping me practice, and I'm in the car and I'm like looking all over the place. And if I look left, I start to veer to the left. If I look right, I start to veer to the right. If I'm looking behind me, I'm just like disoriented. Where are you going? Look in the direction that you want to go. We want to go forward. We want to go forward. We want to move forward. A forward momentum is where we are headed.
And I just have to piggyback on that. For those of you that don't know, I've been test driving cars for a number of years, and I've had the blessing of being on the racetrack. And one of the things that these test drivers taught us, these professional race car drivers taught us, is that you have to look where you want to go. So if you're in trouble and you veer off the road, so in that instance of track, if you veer off the track, you have to look back at the track. You can't look at the wall that's coming up fast. You got to look back at the track That's the only way you get back to the track. And yeah, I've had that experience. You really have to look where you're going, and that will take you where you're going. So,
yes.
Hey, don't look in the rearview mirror. Don't look at the wall. Don't look at the obstacle. Look back at the track, and your body will take you there.
Yes. And that's a word for go, set, ready. Yes, Vanessa. Yes, taught the same way. Don't look back. Don't look back. Yes. Get your surroundings, right? But focus on where you're going. Focus on where you're going. So Reverend Jennifer texted me back. She had an appointment, so she had to jump off. So we'll arrange that another day. Reverend Jennifer was on my second episode of Living Life in Joy, and she is she gave me morning sip, the word morning sip, so that it correlates with what I am doing and what I used to do at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, giving a little sip, just giving a little sip of a spiritual practice that you can apply and use in your life today. Use it today. All right, y'all. So that is our anniversary week. I think I'm going to do quick joy news, because I want to remind everybody that on Sunday, we have a 2 for Sunday, Living Life in Joy. My guest is Imaja Jubilee, and she is a lifestyle influencer. I'm so excited to have her on the show. I was on her radio show that will air sometime later in the month, and I'll share that with you all when I get the details about that. So please join me, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And then the twofer is I'm speaking at my spiritual home, Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're on Zoom. You could be in the Zoom room. Go to rocklandcsl.org and just click on the Sunday service link, or you could watch us on Facebook Live. We stream from our Facebook page, Centers for Spiritual Living, Rockland County. So that is Sunday. And then Monday, y'all, meditating with the moon. Yes, we're meditating with the moon, 4 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're on the West Coast, it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Pacific Time. So you could take a nap, you could just stay up late, whatever you want to do. Join me for meditating with the moon. It's the new moon in Aries. So we love that new moon energy, new beginnings, a new step, right? A new step. So join me right here on New Thought Media Network. Okay. The challenge I put out the other day was to support me in increasing my subscriptions, my subscribes on YouTube. So please go to YouTube, iamrevmelissa, and just hit subscribe and share the news with your circle of friends. The goal is 50 subscribers by April 27th, which is my 19th year wedding anniversary. Woo, y'all. Yes. So I appreciate the support. You met Robert, the founder and creator of New Thought Media Network. Please donate to the network. Go to ntmedia.org and you can give there. And I just want to remind folks that we will be having a trunk show for Asante's Jewels, which was created by Gladys Williams. She popped up this week, so you got to see her again. She was also on Living Life and Joy in March. I'm wearing some of her creations, which are just divine. My favorite color, purple. So these are moonstone, brass, and purple geode. Amazing. And this comes off and becomes a brooch. So Sekou and I call her jewelry transformers, because you could transform them into all kinds of things. A necklace would turn into a brooch, would turn into a bracelet, rings that move around, and all kinds of stuff. So we are having a trunk show. I had originally announced May 1st as the date, but we got to change the date. So as soon as we have a new date, I will let everyone know. But it's going to be soon, y'all. It's going to be soon. So y'all get ready for that. And let's see. Oh, so someone sent me a message the other day that I haven't been requesting love offerings. And so I appreciated that. So if you would love to give a love offering to my ministry of joy, I would certainly appreciate it. Some of you give consistently to my ministry of joy, and I appreciate your support because this is my work. This is what I do. And I do it with so much gratitude and so much joy and so much love. I'm just so happy, y'all. Just so happy for these 365 days and counting and counting. All right. So Cash App or Venmo, I am Rev Melissa. Thank you so much for celebrating with me this week. Yes, celebrating with me this week. I will see you all on Sunday for Living Life in Joy. It was amazing anniversary week for me. Thank you for everyone who popped up. Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mommy, for just showing your presence and being such a support and light in my life. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing your gifts. Thank you, Gladys, for being the amazing woman that you are. Thank you, Sekou, for being my purpose partner and just cheering me on in a magnificent way. Thank you all for my congregation of joy. Y'all are my congregation of joy. Ain't no other congregation like this in the world. I'm claiming that right now because we about that life. We about that joy, life, and living life lit up on purpose. Yes, yes, yes. So, peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.